Just like the national anthem was changed from the new but now old national anthem to the old but now new national anthem, we are about to witness another drastic change in Nigeria. And this is coming from the return of Nigeria to the parliamentary system of government. I have talked about this before. We have seen Peter Obi talk about it, but the manner at which they are going about it is something that Nigeria needs to worry about. But this bill, before I give you the video of the sponsor of this particular bill, let me let you know that the bill was to go to the National Assembly, of which when this surfaced the internet at first, most Nigerians, even the National Assembly, debunked this news and said that such bill has never emanated and cannot be treated by the National Assembly. And everybody went to bed. But unfortunately, weeks later, we are now seeing the sponsor of this particular bill now sending it to the President, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, to now present it before or send it to the National Assembly as an executive bill. The Decree 24 of 1999 with new governance model for the Federal Republic of Nigeria seek to establish a new constitutional framework under the title, The Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, New Governance Model for Nigerian Act 2024. The draft bill emphasized the need for a constitution that reflects the deliberation and consciousness of Nigerian people, constructing with the current constitution, which it described as imposed by the military without the explicit consent of the populace. The bill called for a federal regional system of government, allowing ethnic blocks within states to self-organize into provinces, division, and district with control over their own affairs. However, he has decided to send the proposed law directly to Tinubu, who may then present it to the parliament as an executive bill. So now when you look at this, you will see that there is a smart movement here. And there is a proposal that this bill is going to have a two-term of 6 years. And of which a two-term of 6 years, there is going to be a transition of 3 years. So without me contradicting the whole thing, let me allow you to watch from the horse's mouth.
Dr. Faponda, how will this regional government work? I mean, is it that you have a prime minister? You know, how many regions are you advocating for?
Nigerians, we cannot afford 36 states anymore. This type were created by Fiat. Can we discuss? It's like you're living in a 5-bedroom mansion with all rooms and suites, but you have no job anymore. You have to move to a 1-bedroom apartment unless you be in debt. So when we inform Nigerians that look, we cannot continue like this, we need to reaggregate the country and reduce the number of political entities to a reasonable number. It could be 6, it could be 9, it could be 12. But the structure will be that every region must be able to live on its own resources. There is no question of sharing food oil from Niger Delta anymore.
I want to thank you for bringing back our national anthem, the one that we grew up with.
So now,
talking about
this
those
will take
of
like
us
3 years
who are
for it
about
to come to
60,
pass.
50,
So let's imagine that this bill is able to get to the president
by the time you sit down, read it line by line,
and then the National Assembly approve this bill,
you will see why
even before
it is very, very
this year's runs
for
out.
Nigeria to
remember that the current administration have already spent 1 year in office. So the remaining 3 years will be like a transitional year into the next amendment of the Constitution. So by the next 3 years, when the Constitution might have been amended and been accepted by all Nigerians, then what happened in the next election cycle will be that the Tinubu-led government, Tinubu himself will be qualified to contest for this particular election in the next electionary year, which is 2027, which will now give him the leverage to be in office for the next 16 good years. You get the point? So he will now be eligible to contest 2027 for 6 years and then contest again for another 6 years. But what Mr. Peter Obi was talking about, having a one term in office, 5 years, one term in office, and a parliamentary system of government. Now, one of the things that we need to understand here is this. If you are even wanting to change the constitution, of which many Nigerians are actually aligned to this particular regional system of government, of which it will reduce the tension of sectionalism in the country, as well as bringing heavy development to the country, as we have seen over the years, that the eastern part, the southern part, the southwest, and other part of the country has been underdeveloped because the resources harnessing from those regions has been judiciously distributed across the whole country, of which the politicians turn around to steal these resources without using them judiciously for the development of every region across the whole country. Now, to bring down the regional system of government, which is a parliamentary system that they are proposing, is a good one. But the question is this: the evil intention behind it. What I mean the evil intention here is that you can imagine a politician who is trying to change the constitution is going to benefit from it. Then it is just for a selfish reason. If you change this and then you said, no, we are going to have a one term in office, which is 5 years or 6 years, and then you are not even going to benefit from this. You run your 4 years and then you enact this thing for the benefit of all Nigerians, then you will not even see sectionalism in Nigeria comes to the 27 going forward. But then, I will believe that, just like they have said, some people have even said in the past, even at the National Assembly, we have seen where they said that Buhari should be, given the chance to be the life president in Nigeria. We have seen such utterances before. And some are even saying that, yes, Tinubu can even be a life president. And that is what we are seeing currently with this move to have a 2-term in office, 6 years, 2 terms in office. And then you have a transition of 3 years. That is giving you an approximately 16 years if you add the 4 years of this current administration to the next 12 years that they are talking about, which is very bad. Now, this will bring a lot of development to the country if they follow it properly. But one of the critical issues is that if we have this same, current politicians in Nigeria currently, if we have them in all our regions, and governing us at all levels, then I can bet you that there will be no any form of different to what we are having currently, because changing of political system, national anthem, regions and all of that have nothing to do, literally have nothing to do with development. Because when you have all these cankerworms politicians in the heads of affairs, then it is very obvious for them to continue to loot the resources. And this is what Nigerians cannot afford, to take if at all they go into this regional system of government. But what do you make of this? Do you believe that it is the right direction for the National Assembly or this current administration to go into a regional system of government, still having this group of politicians in place, and then having Bola Ahmed Tinubu qualified to run for this particular election in 2027? Thank you for watching.